Slashers, Turin56 from iKonik here with another common war base breakdown video, and we're going to be looking at yet another way to defeat PCB, and that stands for Popular Chinese Base, of course. So this is a pretty typical variation of this base that we'll see. This one is a little bit tweaked, of course. The air sweeper is out now, so it's got to find a home for one of those. He puts it in one of these little troughs here. But of course the PCB is pretty much defined by these 2x6 troughs all the way around the core, which are going to be guarded by these Teslas, and then two of them will have double giant bombs in them. So as always with these videos, we're going to look at this base, we're going to talk about the weaknesses of it, why I chose the strategy I chose, and then we'll go ahead and watch the replay. So I chose to bring a cold-blooded Golaloon on this attack, and I brought I brought the one golem, and I actually brought 4 lava hounds as opposed to my usual 3. Bases like this I think are good for 4 lava hounds for a couple reasons. One, there's several layers of defenses to get to before you get into the air defenses. So if you look at, for example, coming from the southeast here, your balloons have to go through 1, 2, and then finally 3 defenses before they get to the air defense. So that's one reason. There's a long travel time. And the second reason is, if you'll see here, all of these air defenses are overlapping. So any lava hounds that are going to be stationary above an air defense are being potentially targeted by 2 air defenses. That means they're going to die twice as quick as they would normally if these weren't overlapping. So that's why I brought 4 lava hounds for this one. So let's go ahead and look at the plan here. I do not like to lure when I'm doing my Golaloons. I like to use a lightning spell. I think the lure is risky because it takes a lot of time, so I think it's less risky to bring the lightning. So I drop my golem right away. He's going to come in, beat on this wall for a little bit. I'm going to let him just stay there and drop a few wizards over here to put up a bit of a funnel. Once I see that that funnel is up, I'm going to let him inside with a jump spell. He'll be able to get in there, and I've got, of course, my nice big heroes. They're both over level 20. They're going to get in there, and then I have a couple more wizards as well. I brought 5 wizards total, the 1 golem, 16 balloons, and 4 lava hounds. So the kill squad does a lot of really nice work in here. They penetrate in. They're of course taking out these buildings here. They get into the second chamber and they start taking these buildings out. That's when my king aggroes onto the queen. She goes down. All these guys are going down. The lightning spell is going to be zapping the clan castle troops right there. It all goes really well, and I get everything in these 2 chambers here. And even I get that little guy over there as a bonus with my archer queen. So I know I'm clear to launch the air portion of the attack now. So I got my 4 lava hounds. I dropped the first 2 in on this guy here. I'm going to go with a counterclockwise rotation. That's going to help push my balloons into the core. Even though there's no defenses in the core, it's still a shorter voyage through the core to get to the other side as opposed to wrapping all the way around the exterior. So those guys there, and then I drop in 2 balloons per defense on the perimeter here. Remember, this is always the order you want to do this in. You want to do lava hounds, loons, rage, lava, and then move on to the next stage there. Lava hounds, loon, rage. Drop in my 3rd lava hound on this guy. There's 6 more balloons coming in from that angle, and then this will be my last rage right around there. And then of course I'll have 1 more lava hound to bring in over here, and I have 4 more balloons saved to come through here, and that is more than enough to take out this base. Works very well. One of the advantages of this base, as I see it, for a Golaloon is it's almost shaped like a big circle, which makes it really easy to target these defenses on the exterior with your balloons. And all the defenses are pretty compact as well, so you can rage your balloons and get 5 or 6 defenses all covered in that time at the same time. So very susceptible to a Golaloon in my opinion. So let's go ahead and watch this replay. and see how this worked out in real time. Only needed a couple of wizards to get that funnel up. So I was able to save the last 2 wizards to actually get in there and help out with my kill squad. And my BK is already aggroed onto the enemy queen. I get that rage for him right away because those CC troops are going to be hammering away on him. It's important if you are facing the queen and the CC troops at the same time not to wait too long on that BK aggro, or the BK ability. And I'm going to use my ability for the AQ as well, get those last 2 defenses down, and here comes the air attack. And you can see there that both of those air defenses are targeting those lava hounds, so they're taking double the damage over there. Here comes the next wave. And one last hound coming in on that northwest side there. That air sweeper really didn't do anything at all. All it did was determine which direction I was going to wrap around with my lava hounds and balloons with. It determined that I was going to go counterclockwise instead of clockwise, but it was really easy to sneak up behind. So that's essentially all the air sweeper is going to do, I think, is just determine what direction people wrap with. It doesn't really seem like that powerful of a defense. And of course, just the slow cleanup with the balloons. Plenty of pups over there to help out as well. So there you go, you guys. Thanks for watching. That's another way to defeat PCB. I hope you liked the video. Hopefully you'll be able to use this technique in your future wars. Until next time, this is Turin56 saying, keep on clashing.